Hello and welcome to this live stream event. Today we're going to be discussing Glomex antennas, and we're going to be looking at analog antennas. We're going to be looking at digital antennas, i.e. internet on board, and we're going to be looking at onboard monitoring. And we're lucky enough to be joined by the general manager of Glomex, Raffaele Fabbri, and he's just going to give us a brief introduction to Glomex and what they're all about.
Thank you, Lee, and thank you to everyone to being here today. I'm Glomex General Manager since 20 years, so I love antennas. I make antennas since a long time, and the company is making antennas since 1984, and we started with VHF, communication antennas, AIS antenna, and in 2014, we started the new era of the company with digital range, making the first web boat, and now we are the leader in the market for coastal internet communication. So enjoy this live, and thank you for being here.
Okay, thanks, Raffaele. So if you have a question you would wish to ask us, please feel free to post it. And if we can get around to answering the question during this live discussion, then we will. If we can't, we'll answer after. So we're going to get into looking at analog antennas, VHF, AIS, and FM antennas. And let's talk specifically about the new Glomeasy range. This is a range that we've been looking at for about a year now. Raffaele, can you tell us what the thought process is behind this range and what what advantages it brings to the end user?
Oh yes, the key of the Glomeasy is the waterproof connection with no soldering. And there are a lot of fast fit system in the market from other manufacturers, but the Glomeasy by Glomex is the only one with and the antenna. So you see that the connection is directly from the cable to the antenna, and no electric contact between the mount and the antenna. So you can install your system, choosing the antenna you want, buying the cable length you want, and in the end, install and plug the connector, no soldering at all. And obviously you can choose every single mount with no problem of, electric contact rusting in the time, as the contact is here. So this is the only system, Glomeasy is the only system with total reliability and lifetime warranty.
So, Raffaele, can you just give us a few more tips on lifetime warranty? What does that actually cover? What is that on just Glomeasy, or is that on all your analog or digital products?
Oh no, Lee. We are the only company in the market offering lifetime warranty on all analog product. So basically every kind of communication antenna, TV antenna, AIS antenna, mounts, connectors, cables. We offer lifetime warranty, obviously, on production faulty and on material deterioration. As for example, you buy Glomex antennas and you got it damaged, yellowing after 5 years, no matter, no problem. You go to your shop, your distributor, you go to when you bought the antenna, and you claim for Glomex lifetime warranty, as we grant UV protection on all our products, so your product must be white all for the life of the product. So that's the lifetime warranty. We cover all the production faulty, all the production problem, and the material resistant, and we are the only one in the market doing that.
So that gives the end user some confidence in the product, as it is. A VHF antenna is a safety product, so that will fill them with confidence, I guess, the lifetime warranty. So on the antennas, you have what they call an FME termination, and that is as you say, solder free. It's a screw on, screw off terminal, which is fully waterproof with an O-ring seal. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. As you and all the people online can see, this is the FME termination, co-molding connectors, so a very strong connection, and O-ring seal on each FME connector for totally waterproof connection. And you see how it's easy and fast to be plugged into the antenna.
Fantastic. And I also have noticed that the cable you use is not the standard RG58. Can you just tell us something about the cable that's used on these antennas?
Oh yeah, we supply RG8X cable on all Glomeasy line, and so you can buy the length you want. You don't need to cut, as all the cables come with FME on both sides, already plugged and granted by Glomex lifetime warranty. And RG8X is a 6mm cable compared to the 5mm of the RG58, but has 30% less of signal loss. So basically, it's much better cable, and the price is quite, just a little bit higher than the RG58, thanks to the Glomex technology on making the cables and plug the FME connectors. So it's really a small difference in diameter, but the cable construction, the double shield, the low loss construction, giving the cable 30% less of losses.
Fantastic. And I guess that the fact that you can screw the plugs on the end means that the holes you have to drill through for routing the cables are much smaller because of the lack of the big plugs. You can put those on after. So that's
you are right.
That's great. While we're on to analog antennas, we often get asked lots of questions by customers on things like antenna height. Can you just give us a brief sort of overview of antenna height and range and power and what these parameters affect, how they affect VHF performance?
Well, it's very easy to be explained, and I would be very quick to do that. Higher the antenna is positioned, the better are the performances. So why? As you know, the Earth is not straight, so the terrestrial curvature is influencing the the gain and the range of the antenna, and you can easily calculate the range. That is 2.5 times the square root of the 8 of the antenna position. So, for example, if you put the antenna on your mast at 60 meters, the range is 4 plus multiply 2.5 times, so it's 10 nautical miles of range. So the highest position is the best for the antenna, and in terms of gain, remember that an higher gain antenna is the best solution for a powerboat. So a 6 dB gain, 8 foot, 2.5 meter is the best balance for a middle-sized powerboat antenna. And but an higher gain antenna is influenced by the movement of the boat. So this is why on the sailboat, you put a smaller and a lower gain antenna, 3 dB is good, at the top of the mast, so you can reduce the impact of rolling and pitching.
Okay, fantastic. Now I've got, before we go into the internet on board, which some of our customers are going to be itching to hear, I've got one last question, which is a common one from customers. If you're choosing an antenna for an AIS situation, is it best to have a dedicated AIS antenna, or will a VHF antenna do? Because it's just a subset of the VHF frequency. Can you just explain what the differences are, basically?
Well, we grant our VHF antenna on the range under 56 megahertz to under 62 megahertz, but they are one by one tuned to have zero loss and SWR less than 1.3 at 156.8 megahertz. That is the channel 16, so the most important emergency channel.
Right.
And the AIS is under 62 and under 61 megahertz. And we tune every single AIS antenna on this single band. So to have the best performance, as we are not talking of entertainment, but we are talking of security. The best is to have a VHF antenna for the VHF radio and an AIS antenna for the AIS radio. That's the best solution to have a security emergency communication with the lower losses and the top of the game.
Thank you. Thanks for clearing that up. Right, let's get on to internet on board. There is a growing demand for internet on board, whether it be streaming internet TV, children's entertainment, remote vessel monitoring. It used to be that your internet solution was quite an expensive setup with a big antenna, and it put a lot of people off. But in recent years, your antennas have got smaller and the prices come down. And we've been selling a product called a WeBBoat Lite, and now we're on the WeBBoat 4G Lite Evo. Can you tell us some more information about this WeBBoat 4G Lite Evo and how it works?
Yes, I'm very, proud to say that we made this baby that is now the bestseller internet coastal solution in the world, thanks to, the compact dimension and the powerful antenna that we are being able to install on this small dome. And, the first question, when you are looking to buy something to have internet on your boat, you say, why I should spend, $400, 500 euro to have a WeBBoat Lite on board, as I could use my smartphone. Well, that's not really correct, as WeBBoat Lite is getting 4G up to 15 miles from the coast. A smartphone, is getting, the signal up to 3 to 4 miles maybe. So first of all, the range, thanks to the high gain antennas that we have developed inside this dome. Second, when you are on board, you probably need to connect several devices to the Wi-Fi hotspot generated by the WeBBoat or other, WeBBoat product. And smartphone, tablet, smart TV, laptop, Wi-Fi cameras, and many other applications that need to be connected on internet. And the WeBBoat Lite is giving you the chance to connect up to 24 devices. When a phone, if you generate the hotspot on a smartphone, you can have a good band up to probably 3 devices only. So these are the most important, key point and reason why you should buy a WeBBoat instead of using a common smartphone or a chip hotspot on your boat. And remember that the WeBBoat Lite Evo is getting you very upgraded features as automatic APN. So you put the SIM card in and it gets automatically setted with the operator. So it's really plug and play device. Second, SMS management. So you can get the message from your provider when the credit is going to be expired soon, and you see directly on the free application you get on the Apple Store or Android Play Store. And third, the capability to send service report directly from the application to the company. So it's really super upgraded devices. And latest but not the least, the capability to have a peer-to-peer connection that can be managed remotely. What does it mean? If your WeBBoat Lite have a problem, you can the Glomex service or your provider service can connect remotely and fix your product. So you are covered totally, and you can be, stay safe as you buy a product that is much more performant and really reliable, as the company Glomex can take control directly of the unit to fix it in case of problems.
Fantastic. And then it's a tiny little device. It's where would you mount this? Are there any mounting recommendations for this product?
Not at all, as the dome is waterproof, it's totally UV protected, and it's really easy to be installed. And when you plug the SIM card in, you just need to forget to have it and enjoy your internet connection.
Fantastic. And the SIM card. Let's just talk about the SIM card. So you just go to your provider, and you will just pick a. Is there a special SIM that's required, or is it just any type of data or voice or whatever SIM?
Nothing different for the WeBBoat Lite Evo. You just need to buy a standard SIM card from a shop. Can be voice and data or data only, no problem. You just choose your best plan you want. If it's rechargeable, a contract, you choose what you want. The format is a mini SIM, but now every provider supply you with the trial card, so you don't need to even to buy an adapter. So it's really a normal standard SIM. You choose what you want and you plug it, and in a few minutes you are on.
Okay. Right. Let's just go through a few steps of how the customer walks into a store, purchases the WeBBoat Lite 4G Evo. What are the steps he needs to do to get that up and running? If you could just run us through those steps, and then we can go through that.
Well, that's really easy. You just need to open the dome, SIM card in, power on, and then you, if you don't have downloaded the application from the store, you do it, and it's really a online wizard. So you do 3 steps. You select your Wi-Fi network. As you know, remember that the WeBBoat Lite is an automatic switch product, so it switch automatic from Wi-Fi to 4G.
Wow.
and back. So you just need to set up your preferred Wi-Fi network, and it's probably a 5-minute job. Wow. And power on, 12 volt or 24 volt, and it's done.
Okay, and like you said, it's automatic switching. So just to get this straight, if you come back into your marina where there's Wi-Fi, it will then switch over to Wi-Fi from 4G, and then save you from using data on your 4G, I guess.
You are right. Is on the auto switch is probably much more performant than a smartphone, but as the same way to work, so you understand the process, same as a smartphone. If you are connected to your Wi-Fi of the office or the marina or at home, and you go out, when you lose the Wi-Fi signal, it goes automatically peaking the 4G and stay on the 4G. But on the WeBBoat Lite, we have something more. You can set up the priorities. So if you know that in your marina the Wi-Fi is too slow all the time, you can say to the WeBBoat, stay on the 4G as number 1, or you can even lock the 4G or the Wi-Fi and tell to the WeBBoat Lite Evo, stay on the Wi-Fi all the time, as I don't want to spend money on the 4G, or the Wi-Fi is too slow, so stay on the 4G as I need to stream Netflix or other online streaming.
And this is all via a free app that you control it.
Yes, of course. Remember that all the Glomex applications are free, and all the Glomex product don't have any subscription or fees. Okay. No one of Glomex product have any subscription or fees, including the WeBBoat Lite.
Okay, that kind of brings us on to onboard monitoring, because there's lots of systems out there where you can remotely monitor your boat via using your phone, but you have to pay a subscription. And subscriptions are almost a hidden cost. They are something else to remember to do. the Zigboat system from Glomex is subscription free. Can you tell us a bit more about the Zigboat system, please, Raffaele?
Yes, I'm happy to say that we made the first remote monitoring system completely wireless, as it's based on 2.4 gigahertz frequency, but is Zigbee protocol. That is not Wi-Fi, that is not Bluetooth, so it's very low power transmission and no interference between Wi-Fi and Bluetooth devices you have on board. So it's completely safe, totally wireless. So you buy your kit, you buy the kit you want, as the one you see on the screen, for example, and the setup is really easy, and you don't have also a cloud between your system on board and your free application you can download on the store. Okay, is the same concept. So you download the application, you install, you had your device just making a picture on a QR code, and is completely cloudless. So you are totally protected on the privacy side, as all your data are installed on the gateway on board, and the communication is directly between your smartphone to your gateway unit on board. And so it's a peer-to-peer directed and protected communication. And at the end of this system, what is the result you have on hands? You are totally protected, super fast connection, as you don't have to upload anything on the cloud and then download. And also it's very easy to set up, as you have wireless sensor that can be installed with adhesive tape or screws on board. And the batteries are commercial batteries, and thanks to the Zigbee technology can last 3 to 5 years on board. So you forget your system, you just need to power supply the gateway on board, and you enjoy the messages. So you can get the messages status, alarm, bilge alarm, smoke alarm, heat alarm, and even control, for example, your air conditioning remotely. Thanks to the shore power sensors, you can switch on and off the air conditioning, the heater, the refrigerator, and other stuff like this. Completely sit down on your sofa and waiting to come on board for the next time.
So you can from home you can set up, turn your heating system on, your coffee machine on, ready for you to roll down to the boat, and it's all waiting for you.
Exactly. So it's a remote monitoring and interactive system. So it's a dual way. It's not only getting messages, you can send messages, and you can control features on board. And in the next years coming, we will have more sensor that will be more and more interacting with the boat. So the key, as on the cars, the way is to interact with the boat exactly as you can do with your car right now from the application on your smartphone.
Fantastic. So the Zigboat kit, I think it comes with porthole sensors, bilge alarms, that sort of thing. You can add more and more sensors to this system. Is that correct?
Yes, you can add as many sensors as you want, as the Zigboat technology allows to connect unlimited sensors. As one of the power of the Zigbee technology is that it creates a mesh network. Mesh network means that every single sensor is a receiver and a transmitter. So if you got a sensor out of power or broken, the network is automatically reconfiguring and get the coverage at the same distance as before. And thanks to this process, you can reach 300 meters up from the gateway to the latest sensor on your boat.
Wow! So you can install this on a very large vessel with one gateway and then a mesh of sensors. That's incredible. Now, if you are in a situation where you don't have any Wi-Fi on board, but you want the Zigboat system, your marina hasn't got Wi-Fi, you don't have a WeBBoat Lite, can you still use Zigboat with? I think with a dongle or something like that to communicate with your phone?
Well, it's you have different opportunity. If you said, as you said, I don't have a WeBBoat Lite on board, so it means I don't have a 4G connection and I cannot reach any Wi-Fi connection. You can buy the Zigboat 4G link, that is this product, that can be bought separately from the can be buy separately from the Zigboat kit, and you can get your 4G connection on board when you don't want to have an hotspot. So you have a Zigboat kit and you need connection, okay, to make it workable. You can buy a WeBBoat and have the hotspot including, so you can connect up to 24 devices.
Right.
Or you buy the Zigboat 4G link only, that is the connector to the 4G network only, but it doesn't make the hotspot. So you have solution number one, lower price 4G connection only, or solution number two, WeBBoat Lite Evo, and you get the 4G connection to the Zigboat and to other 23 devices on your boat.
Fantastic. Another device which I think is a really great device is the CamBoat surveillance camera, which I believe you can use standalone or integrated into the Zigbee system. Can you tell us a bit more about this? Because I think it also does IR, the nighttime, as well as daytime camera. So can you just tell us a bit more about that one?
Yes. This is the a small waterproof, very strong aluminum camera. You can connect via Wi-Fi or even through Ethernet if you prefer. And the key of the WeBBoat is that you can integrate in the Zigboat system. So you open the Zigboat app and you can have your camera just clicking a button on the right upper right hand of the application, or you can have it in one unit or several units on board, even without the Zigboat system, and using only the CamBoat app to have remote monitoring with the same peer-to-peer protocol you have on Zigboat and on WeBBoat. As all Glomex digital product have the peer-to-peer protocol to have a direct communication and to have the capability to be reached remotely, even for setup or for assistance service, technical service purpose. And so you can reach your CamBoat or your 2, 3, 10, 20 CamBoats on the same application without the need to be on the Zigboat system.
Fantastic. And just back to the CamBoat, can you have, how many cameras can you actually have in that system?
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Oh yes.
And there's again a free CamBoat app subscription.
Of course.
Fantastic.
Of course. The CamBoat application is on the same store, so Apple Store and Android Store, and it's totally free of any fees, of any subscription, so you can have as many cameras as you want. With all the Glomex digital product, you know that you pay for the product and you are free of any hassle in the future. So you just need to calculate your price, your purchase price, and it will last forever in terms of working, and will be upgraded, updated. You will got update button on your application, so you can upgrade the firmware exactly as you do on all our application.
Okay, so we've spoken a lot about 3G, 4G. 5G is doing the rounds at the moment. A lot of people talking about 5G. What are we going to see from you guys next year on 5G? Is that something that's coming up?
Well, you know that I'm doing something that I would be fired for what I'm doing, but you know, you are a very good customer of us, so I can tell you that we will present our totally brand new platform with 5G in the next virtual show that will be held on October 25th. And it's not only a 5G unit, but we will have a marine IoT platform. So we call it Glomex Marine IoT platform, as it will last for many, many years, as it's a brand new board that will have the 5G today and in the future, when the 6G will come, we will have the 6G as well. So
Wow.
we are starting a new era on the Glomex digital range, and you will see a lot of things coming in the market. And Glomex is at the first line, same as we did on the 2014, as we won the Demo Award at MATS with our WeBBoat 4G for the first time. And now we are the first presenting the 5G, and we will be the leader on this product range as the last time, and we will keep our position. So this is the good news.
That's very exciting, and we're looking forward to seeing those products as they come through. Raffaele, I think we're coming to the end now, so I think we're going to wrap up. But thank you so much for spending time with us, talking through, clearing up some of these, and giving us an insight into what's coming. So thank you for joining us today.
Has been really a great pleasure to be with all of you today. So thank you, Leigh. Thank you to Force4 and all the staff and all the people online to asking me to be here talking of the product and the company I love.
Thank you. And thank you to our producer, Elise, who's working away in the background. And we'll see you next time.